I'm extremely sorry for this really late news video. I already appreciate that you even clicked on this video. I'd love it if you'd leave a like on today's video just in case anybody else wants to see this. But JP just got a data download with new free-to-play World Tournament cards, the Part 2 LR, as well as some other shenanigans. So we're going to go into all of this detail right here. But before we do that, though, I'm actually doing a 24-hour live stream on Twitch tomorrow when the World Tournament starts. So if you are awake then, or at any point in time at least, check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/JPhanta. It's linked in the description. And we'll be also watching anime on the live stream. Nobody snake or tell on Twitch, okay? I need some anime recommendations, though, for some good dub anime. So leave it down in the comment section below. And maybe we'll be watching the series. Something nice and short that I can finish within the 24 hours. Let's get into the details. So we're going to start off with the Z-Sword Gohan. Pre-EZA is probably one of the worst cards ever to be released. But let's see what he has now. So he's an Int and STR leader. 3 key and 90%. That's good. For this super attack, it is now supreme damage and high chance to stun the enemy. Remember, he's more of a super battle character. So I'm probably going to assume he's going to cater towards that. And having high chance to stun is always nice. But if he has some sort of single enemy restriction, then that would be always good. EZA passive skill, 3 key. Attack defense was 158%. Attack defense was 50% when facing 2 or more enemies. So we can see that he's getting stats when versing more than 2 enemies. High chance to perform an additional super attack when facing 3 or more enemies. Attack plus 10% up to 50%. And defense up by 20% up to 100% with each super attack performed. It's not the greatest. Okay, so obviously raised defense on super would always be nice, especially with the high chances do an additional super attack, even though you're facing 3 or more enemies, which is pretty rough in its own. But the separate defense, extra defense is actually okay. Not the craziest or anything like that. I do like that he has Cold Judgment, though, and he's a Gohan. Next up, we have the Kaioken Goku. So now he is an AGL physical and tech leader for 3 key and 80%. He greatly raises attack, supreme damage, and medium chance to stun the enemy. This is a infinite stack, so he could actually get some really good damage out. His new passive is Key plus 2, 159% attack and defense, changes STR orbs to rainbow key spheres. Attack and defense was 90% per rainbow key sphere obtained. So if you get the maxed rainbow key spheres, that's a 450% attack and defense boost. And high chance to guard all attacks when collecting 3 or more rainbow key spheres. Unfortunately, one thing about the orbs is that it's not calculated separately, and he doesn't have a raised defense. And I've seen a post already that his defense is actually kind of low, and getting 3 or more key spheres does get you the high chance to guard all attacks. I wish it was guaranteed, though. 3 rainbow orbs can be actually pretty tough, especially when you're only changing one type of key spheres to rainbow key spheres, or a specific key sphere instead of like a random any colored key sphere to rainbow key sphere. So it's a bit I think he's going to do a lot of damage. Is that his defense might be an issue if you're not guarding at the very least, and it's RNG at this point. And then we have the buff Cell Saga Goku, which I'm most excited about this guy because his base kit was a support, and we always love a support. The last set of World Tournament EZAs, they were all supports, and they're pretty solid other than Bardock-ish. So now he's an AGL Tech and Int type leader for 2 key and 80%. His super attack is supreme damage and raises attack and defense for 6 turns, which is awesome. It's a 50% boost, and that's a pretty decent stack, especially if you're keeping him in the main rotation. Attack and defense was 120%. He's an AGL Tech and Int support for 2 key and 30%. When there is a Tech type ally on the team, medium chance to perform a critical hit, and attack plus 50% when performing a super attack. When there's an AGL type ally on the team, medium chance to evade enemies' attack, and attack plus 50% when performing a super attack. They're making it very easy to give this guy max additional, and that's where you should go with him as well. So I don't mind this. This actually might be the banger card for sure. I'll have showcases of them in the future, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And the last World Tournament card is the EZA for this Elder Demon King Piccolo, which I don't mind at all that they're EZAing him. He has been a long... I had him rainbowed ages ago, so unfortunately it's on global, but I'm glad that he's getting an EZA, and I'm glad they're keeping with the theme of EZAing a DB Saga unit as well, instead of... and not just keeping it with the World Tournament reward cards. I do wish they were releasing more cards, but because we have such a backlog of SSRs, it's fine, in all honesty. Anyway, let's look at Elder Demon King Piccolo's stuff. All types leader for 3 key and 70%, which is pretty solid. Interesting for Ultimate Clash at the very least. 12 key super, greatly raises attack defense 1 turn, causes supreme damage, and lowers defense. I love that. Now, his passive skill is 2 key and 150% attack and defense. All enemies attack and defense minus 30%, which can be very helpful. Sworn enemy support for 40% attack. Reduces damage received by 30% for the turn from enemies hit by this character. So it's that Jackie Chan kind of treatment. It's fine if you're versing one enemy, but do be careful if you're versing multiple. And then attack and defense plus 20% up to 100% with each attack received. He's definitely a second, third slot unit. Still not a first slot unit, so do keep in mind of that. But I do like that little bit of a support for the 40%. Sworn enemies is a decent category. Not as much attack at the start of the turn, but if you keep receiving attack, that's going to jump him up pretty well. And it's still a Namekian's buff, so I will take it. And it's an interesting Namekian, where it's like you can actually get like links activated and stuff, even though he doesn't really have Namekian links per se, more of the Dragon Ball Saga stuff. Now we're going to look at the pay-to-play stuff, which is the new Ella Extreme AGL Super Buu, and then also the sub EZAs for the Gotenks. So luckily, because I'm recording this late, I do have the translations for Super Buu. So starting from the top, with his leader skill, Majin Buu Saga, Heavenly Events 4 key and 150%. I wish they stopped doing this 150%. I would have honestly just taken away the Heavenly Events, just make it a Majin Buu Saga 200%, because that's what Majin Buu Saga really needs right now. Or for me personally, I do like it though. I do like this leader skill, because you have the new Barbity LR from the 8th anniversary. It's going to work well with him. And then we have for the super attack, 12 keys raise attack and defense for 1 turn. Greatly lowers defense. 18 key raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Mega Colossal damage to all enemies with a medium chance to stun. Okay, it's an AoE. Was not expecting that, but we take that. It's because it doesn't change, I guess, the damage output, because it still has Mega Colossal. And then for the passive skill, he's got a long one. We got to actually zoom out for this one. Activates the entrance animation, which we will see after this. Gains 5 key and attack and defense plus 120% for 4 turns upon first appearance. Attack and defense was 120% at the start of the turn. An additional 30% when attacking if HP is 30% or higher. An additional 30% attack if your HP is 60% or higher. So that will stack with if you have above 60% HP, you have both of them. And an additional attack defense was 30% when your HP is 90% or higher. So you definitely want to be as high HP as possible. Great chance to guard all attacks, which is pretty good. 75% chance to guard. I'll take that. Better than high chance to guard like Kaioken Goku. Guard activated against all attacks if there is a Majin Buu Saga Fuse Fighter category enemy. So, nice little guaranteed guard, which is pretty nice. Although you won't verse too many of them at this current moment. But a lot of like EZAs and stuff, that will be pretty handy. Performs an additional attack. There's a high chance to become a super attack during the turn where guard is activated. Nice little additional. Goes well with the 12 and 18 key. And then temporarily gains an additional 100% attack for this character's next attack after receiving an attack. So you can put him in the first slot for 100% for the turn. Or you can put him in the second slot, which is mostly what he's there for, in all honesty. And have the 100% attack activate for the next following turn. So either way, you can put him in the first slot if you know you have guard activated. Or if you want that more defense, you can always have the 100% attack afterwards. An additional key plus 1 and defense plus 20% for each attack received. Up to 7 key and 140%. So you do want to take hits. Just get that defense up. So he's more like the second slot unit for a bit. And then you can put him in the first slot, I guess, later on. He does have an active skill, Revenge Death Bomber. Able to be used once 5 or more turns have elapsed. And HP is 60% or below. Once only. Massively raises attack temporarily. Ultimate damage recovers 40% HP and disables the enemy's action once within the turn. And here are all his links. No big bad bosses, which means that like Buhan and stuff like that won't be linking up with him as best as possible. But he's still got like the Buu stuff, obviously. And the categories has all of this. And for the last few cards, we have the Gotenks. Their EZAs, now all types leader for 3 key and 80% attack and defense. No HP? I'm assuming there's HP in that. EZA 12 key super is raise defense 1 turn, supreme damage to the enemy, and lowers defense. Passive skill for 5 turns from the character's first appearance. 3 key high chance to evade enemies' attack, and attack and defense was 50%. Attack and defense was 20% per key sphere obtained. And then attack and defense was 80% when performing a super attack. Changes tech to AGL key spheres when there's another rapid growth category ally attack in the same turn. And rapid growth support for 1 key and 30%. So still a nuker, but getting defense on orb is going to help him out a lot. Maybe a lot to even tank normal attacks in the first slot. And then we have the STR Go tanks, which is now a HP 100% leader. 3 key and attack defense 100% when HP is 30% or above. That is, they got like that Kid Buu vibe. And then 12 key supers raise defense 1 turn, supreme damage to enemy, and raises allies attack by 30% for 1 turn, which is cool. Attack defense 100%. Attack defense was 150% when performing a super attack. 100% attack and chance to perform a critical hit and evade enemies' attack. Plus 30% as the first attack in turn. Key plus 1 attack defense was 50% chance to perform a critical hit and evades enemy attack. Plus 20% for each heavenly events category ally attack in the same turn, excluding this character. So you can get a nice little 70% dodge chance and critical chance if you have a full heavenly events rotation. And you can get that 70% crit. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. You should actually get some decent amount of stats as well in the first slot. So, those are all the cards that are releasing. The Majin Buu Saga stuff is coming on the 17th of April, while the World Tournament stuff is obviously coming out tomorrow. And obviously, I'm doing that 24-hour live stream for that. I do like the Super Buu, for sure. I can't wait to use him. Obviously, I won't be able to use these guys unless they're redstone units, but they both look pretty decent. I'm just a little bit disappointed in Kaioken Goku's high chance to gut and the Gohan because I'd rather have 1 enemy restriction more than over the 3 enemy restriction. And buff Goku looks pretty nice too. Can't wait to use him. I wish I could use Elder Demon King Piccolo at 100%, but I don't have him 100% on the JP side. But maybe I could pull him because the World Tournament banners will be guaranteed SSRs from now on if you spend gold tickets. So, and when you spend gold tickets and I believe 5 silver tickets or something like that, can't wait to try that out. Now let's look at the animation for Super Buu. Entrance animation. So this is when he's in the hyperbolic time chamber. Oh, he mad. Alright, we got the 12 key here. Alright, pretty basic. Oh, this is 18 key. Unless the 12 key is AoE. No. 18 key must be AoE. I don't even know anymore. And then we have the volleyball. Or whatever you call that move. You know, not the most interesting super attacks. Alright, this is the active skill. Oh, we actually haven't had this scene yet. That's straight off a horror movie. Not bad, not bad. Not the greatest either. I mean, it's just there. It seems like a rush kind of LR. Now we're in the final segment of this video, which is the random other stuff that they added in the data download. We got 1000-day Goku skill orbs, which will give him bronze 5 critical and 5 additional, which is actually pretty handy for him. We got the defense one. Always love that. And then, I mean, this is for the 3000-day login, I'd assume. Nothing too special. It's not like, thank God they didn't like do an Easy A for Easy A 2000-day Goku. Luckily, this is like the most non-important part of 1000-day Goku, so I'll take that. It's a little upgrade. For logging in for 3000 days, you'll get this title, which is kind of sick. It's a nice little show-off, but I wish there was more frequent ways to see this on people's profiles. And then a new support memory, which is Goku finally Goku arrives, which is a Namek Saga scene. Again, a very random. Oh no, actually, this is for the Ginyu Force story event added. So, yeah, now it makes sense. So, it's a 2 key for 2 turns when HP is 59% or lower and is a Warriors Raised on Earth category ally in the team. So, just a little 2 key. Nothing too crazy, I guess. Cool animation, though. Looks pretty nice. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys if you watched throughout the whole entire video. If you guys did enjoy, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video or on the live stream, twitch.tv/JPhanta, when the World Tournament drops. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.